Okay, today I'm gonna to use Innovator's dilemma framework to analyze the rise of Netflix, the rise of online streaming market. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive in. So I think it was in 2000 something. Everybody has by that time, TV was mainstream and people just go watch TV or rental DVD from Blockbuster around that time. And Netflix's online streaming service, I think, started from around 2009, around this time point. And at this time point, is online streaming is a very very small market. Only very little number of early adopters they are willing to give it a try. And that time, Netflix started working on this online streaming market, and those big incumbents, cable companies or Disney, HBO, they know that Netflix was working on it, but they don't even give a damn because Netflix this market is just too small, and the initial effort you need to put in this market is extremely high. You need to build up your online infrastructure, your websites, everything. It's basically a very intense work. So the return for these things, for this emerging market, which is online streaming service, it's very low. The margin of the margin of your profit margins will be very low, maybe zero. But this is the nature of disruptive technology. Initially, you will have very very little margin, but over time, when it gets more mature, your margin will improve, and the performance of this technology will also improve much faster after it enter second phase. So Netflix was working on this, and those giants, movie giants, TV giants, didn't even bother. Then when these markets become bigger, which is recently, I think recent 3 years, it's getting more mature, and because Netflix already built up those infrastructure, so it actually can, because it also have enough user subscription base, it can produce a show in a lower cost. Lower cost means like it's not like lower cost. It's like it can earn higher margin because it doesn't need to pay for infrastructure very much, no matter how many users they have, because the infrastructure is there. The one use adding one users doesn't have to add too much cost in terms of websites and cloud streaming apps. And because they have enough user base, and also this market is getting mature, the profit margin of this market, online streaming, started getting high. At least the gross margin is high. Maybe net margin is not high, but gross margin is very high. Then these big incumbents started to work on this. So you now see HBO Max, Disney Plus, also Discovery, also even doing this. So because of this market is getting mature, those incumbents are getting in. According to Innovator's dilemma, this book, after incumbents, this emerging market getting mature, when they got in, the success rate of those incumbents are usually very low. So if we see Netflix, if we see HBO, Disney Plus, other incumbents are working on this, they succeed. That means this theory, Innovator Dilemma's theory, maybe doesn't fit in this situation or need to modify. I think it's interesting to use the current ongoing event to validate if this previously created theory is wrong or right. I think that's so far the book I read is more focused on the hardware industry, which is very very competitive. But now in the Netflix online streaming case, it's not like the technology constantly evolve. I think it's not like constantly evolve because it's the contents matter. And the only thing that's different is because of the introduction, because the internet was introduced, so it make the online streaming possible. But we did not see something like constantly improvement in terms of like a hard drive. The capability of hard drive actually increased 20-30% annually, but we don't see the content that can provide you the value of content increase 30% annually. It's basically impossible. So it's very different situation, and I'm trying to try to use this framework to analyze everything. So in the future, I will make more videos about innovators dilemma and try to use this theory to analyze ongoing technology shift and the market shift. It's very good book. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend you to give it a read. It's a very interesting thing. So if you would like to receive more analysis videos based on Innovator dilemma, don't forget to subscribe. And other than that, take care, and I will see you next time.